Oddly enough, he's one of the closest people to the stage, so he doesn't have that. It's like award shows. When people win, they always have aisle seats. Really? Okay. Yeah, Shane Gray is coming up on stage right now. Everybody.
Thank you, Jake. You know, nobody ever would have guessed that you occasionally play video games by looking at you. I thought you were Lou Ferrigno's twin brother. But you wouldn't like him when he's angry, folks.
I can't hear you. I'm deaf also.
Oh, okay. Cool. Either way, you know what? I'm going to start this a little different than I thought I was going to. I was just talking with a guy in the audience about weight loss. And weight loss is kind of a relevant subject to me over the last year and a half. Some of you who knew me back then know that I'm quite literally half the man I used to be. And, you know, I was really concerned about the topic because my knees were going bad and the VA was going to do surgery on me. And the idea of the VA cutting open two of my ball and socket joints, not so cool. I mean, they've got like a 50-50 fail-pass ratio. I mean, so I decided to lose the weight. And I noticed a couple things along the way. You got to go with a healthy diet, and there's a downside to that. Does anybody know what that is besides the fact that the food tastes like shit most of the time? The downside is you start eating healthy food and you gotta go to the bathroom and all of a sudden you need to bring like the King James Bible in with you and find God. It's like the level of constipation, it feels like you're shitting bricks and barbed wire. But there's also the fact it's the smell. For some reason, coming out healthy food smells a hell of a lot worse than unhealthy food. You eat McDonald's and you pretty much shit roses, which doesn't make sense. You go ahead and you start eating cabbage and you are mad at your ass every time you're in the bathroom. And the downside is, it's like, I started eating healthy food, I started losing a few pounds, I started attracting women, which was odd for me. But either way, I had to use the bathroom one day and I was just smoked out. You know, your own brand is never as bad to yourself as somebody else, and even I was sitting in the bathroom going, oh my God, make it go away. So I get up and I close the door real quick, and the girl that I'm hanging out with, of course, gets up and goes, oh, I have to pee. She runs to the bathroom and I can hear her like coughing and gagging and I'm sitting there going, oh my God, man, I'm going to go out and order some chicken nuggets right now. This tofu shit has got to go. So I couldn't stick to the healthy diet, and I tried all the, like, you know, fad diets, the Weight Watchers and all that garbage, and it just didn't work for me. You know, you either don't lose weight at all, or you only lose weight when you stay on them for the rest of your natural freaking life. And I'm sorry, but I don't want to do that. So I came up with my own diet plan. I did a lot of research on this, and basically, you know, you need like a cleansing step. It's obligatory these days. It's all about the cleansing, right? And they sell all these cleansers. They're overpriced. They barely work, like a Psy extract or green tea extract. I decided not to go with any of those. My choice for a cleanser is one meal at IHOP. Seriously, it should stand for International House of Poopin'. If you have not inoculated yourself to IHOP your entire life, it's like a roto-rooter for your body. I ate one meal there and I crapped up the Indian head penny I swallowed on a dare when I was 7. And that's a good thing, man, because that thing's worth some money now. But either way, the second step is the actual diet. And this, patent pending, it's a diet of my own invention. It's called the ramen noodle and pussy diet. Because if 3 meals a day, 7 days a week is ramen noodles, you're not going to gain any weight anyway, right? Really, the pussy's just to get the taste of the ramen out of your mouth. It's kind of like chewing sugar for gum anyway. It's great, man. You can eat it all day long and never get an ounce. But anyway, while we're on foul topics, I'm going to switch over to politics. Has anybody, show of hands, has anybody here heard of Michelle Bachmann? Oh, yay. Wonderful. She is the female who is running for president under the constitutional conservative platform because she didn't just want to admit she's a Tea Party crackpot. Either way, Michelle Bachmann and her husband, in a not so rare these days act of political suicide, came out on the news and called the gay population barbarians in need of discipline. Wonderful there. Now, there was a whole bunch of gay friends that I have were all up in arms about this. I'm like, guys, really, it's all in how you look at it. You shouldn't be so upset. Look, what are you talking about? I said, well, maybe what her husband was really trying to say is he wants to dress you in a loincloth, chain you to a boulder, and spank you. It's all in how you look at it, really. I mean, that's what I heard. It's a matter of perspective, right? And, you know, I think it's a good thing she's here, though, because now Sarah Palin has competition for the dumbest bitch in politics. She really does. I mean, and that's a hard act to follow right there. Sarah Palin, folks. I mean, here's a woman where when Barack Obama made a rare, smart political move, and he decided that he was not going to release the photos of bin Laden getting shot in the face, right? Because he didn't want to rub salt in the wound and cause, like, more terrorist threats. What does Palin do? She comes out and says, I think he needs to stop pussyfooting around and show the world we mean business. Like shooting somebody in the fucking face didn't do that anyway. But either way, there were two responses to that. One was, why is she using a phrase generally reserved for 95-year-olds with blue hair? The other one was, oh, it's just typical Sarah Palin stupidity. I don't think she was really being all that stupid. I think she's a lot smarter than we think she is. What I think she was doing was playing the female equivalent of the penis game on the national news. I think she wanted to see how loud she could shout the word pussy on the national news and get away with it. And guess what? She did. So who's stupid now? But either way, I'm trying to figure out women in politics these days because they seem to uniformly be running on a platform of not getting elected. Has anyone else noticed that? I mean, Michelle Bachmann is running on a platform of bigotry, and Sarah Palin is basically the live-action version of White Trash Barbie. I mean, if she ever gets out of politics, she can be the PBR spokesperson for the rest of her life and never want for work. But I just got flashed, so I'm going to get off stage and let Jake get back up here and give you the next comedian. Now I got to go.